Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial, and here we're going to learn how to count the number of comments that we have and update that into our database using Laravel and jQuery AJAX so we can submit the form without reloading the page. So basically what we have here is if we go to the second post here, for example, we have view post number ID number 2 and we have 3 comments. So let's add some more comments. Let's all get ridiculously rich. Post comment. And now we have 5 comments. So if we go back here to our database and we have our ID number 2, we started out with 3 comments, and if we refresh this page, we have 3. But if I refresh this page once and then I refresh the database, it becomes 5. So so on page reload, it counts how many comments it is and it automatically updates the database without having to submit a separate form. So as soon as a user visits a page on the site, it automatically updates the comment count to whatever the comment count currently is. So it's not perfect. If a user decides to comment decides to not to reload the page after commenting, that particular comment won't be counted in. But if another user from somewhere else reloads the page, then the comment will be updated into the database. So it's not the best way to do it, but if you just want a system that works and you're not too concerned about accuracy and just want the basic fundamentals of your business down, then you want to do it this way. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how to use jQuery. I'm going to show you what to code so that you can use jQuery to automatically get that comment count and then use Laravel to update the database. So we're going to do a little bit of Laravel and a little bit of jQuery in this tutorial. So let's go to the first thing that we need to do. The first thing we need to do is we have to go to view post.blade.php. So I'm going to just check what I have here. View post. So what we're going to do is we're going to I think we have the Facebook comment count. Let's just check what we have here. This is our fresh site. So if we go here, we currently have 7 comments here. So what we want to do is we want to use AJAX to count that comment and update that into the database. So let's go down and let's create some AJAX here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a set timeout, and here we're going to do let's say we're going to do set timeout, and then we're going to say function, and we're going to say document get element by ID value. So let's say get element by ID Facebook form comment count. I think, let's see, Facebook form comment count. I'm just going to check what I have. Facebook form comment count. So we have to actually create the form first. So let's do that first. So let's create the form and let's put it right here, right below the comment count. So form action is going to be root, and if we go back to our command line, if we go cd block 2 and go php artisan root list, it takes a little time. So we want to go to post.update, this one right here, and it goes to controller update and then post with the ID, and it's the method of put or patch. So we're going to say root post.update, and then ID is equal to ID, and then the method is going to be post, and then we want a CSRF field, and then because we need to make it into a put method, we're going to put input type hidden. Name is going to be method underscore method, and value is going to be put. This is how we do it in Laravel. And then input type, whoops, that's not what I want. Input type text name comment count ID is equal to Facebook form comment count. That's what we want. All right. So now that we have this right here, sorry about the siren, guys. There's a fire truck going by or something. I can't quite tell. It's I live in a pretty quiet neighborhood, but wow, this never happens in my neighborhood. But anyways, so I hope the police officers or the fire. I don't know if it's a police officer or a fire department. I hope there's a college near my area, so I guess it's a fire department drill or something like that. But anyways, not to worry. Let's get back to programming. So we go to FB form comment count, and we get the element by ID, and we want this. Let's see. We want this is equal to FB comment count inner.html. So now and then we have to set a timer of we're going to set a timer of 1000. So 1 second after the page loads, it's going to update into this area. So refresh the page. So as soon as the page loads, it gets 1 second there. So now we have the input comment count number inside the form. So now we have to actually submit the form. So for that, we're actually going to use AJAX. So and we can delete this press button function. We don't need this anymore, and we can delete this button because we don't need the button. So in the AJAX here, what we're going to do is we're going to say var let form var is equal to I did form because there's only one form on the page, but you can do ID, it doesn't matter. Next, we have to do $AJAX to call the jQuery AJAX function. And then we do this, and then we go URL, method, and data. These are the three that we need to define. Whoops. These are the three that we need to define. So URL is going to be form var dot prop, and this is going to equal to root. This is where the form is headed to, so blogs.update. Wow, fuck. Sorry guys. Root blogs. Oh wait, not blogs. Post.update. And ID is equal to ID, since we already have that input inside the form. Next, the method is going to be put. That's really easy. And then data is going to be form var serialize, and there you go. That's how it's done. So now that we have that done, we actually have to create the column. So if we go back to our PHP admin, if we go to our table here and we go to posts, we currently don't have the count comments column. So we have to use our command line. We go PHP artisan. I think it was let's see, it was a PHP artisan make migration, add comment count column to posts table, and then table posts. So that should do it. So let's just make sure I have the right one. Add comment count column to post table post. Yeah, that's right. So if we do that, and it takes a little while to create it. So wait for that for a little bit, and all right, so we have it created. And then let's go back here, and we have this right here. So let's see what we got to do here. What we have to do is we have to go to schema, and then we have to say table integer comment count, and then if we drop the table column, we want to say table drop column comment count. All right, so now that we have that created, let's just make sure I have the stuff. So table integer comment count, table drop column comment count. All right, so that's done. So now let's go back to our command line and let's go PHP artisan migrate. And then let's just wait that, okay, that's created. So now if we go back here, refresh the page, we have the comment count column right here, and I'm just gonna move it over, oops, move it right over here, so it's right there. And then I think that's it. So if we go back to our page and refresh the page, I think one of these should say 7. Nope, didn't say anything. Let's see what we did wrong here. All right, so if we go to viewpost.blade.php, viewpost.blade.php, let's see if everything is right. I think everything's right. Form root post.update ID. If I go to console log, let's see if there's any errors. No, there's no errors. You know what? I'm going to try practice submitting this form. So I'm gonna do a input submit. Input type submit, value submit, comment count. Refresh the page. All right. So I'm going to just go to the form action here. Let's see if I do PHP artisan post update, right? That's right. So post update, I think that's right. Post update ID is equal to ID method post CSRF field type input type hidden method value put. Oh, right. We have to go to our post controller. Okay, so we have to go to our post controller, and then under update, so right here, we have to say post is equal to post find by ID, comment count is equal to request comment count. I think that was it. Let's just double check. So if we go with view post, name is comment count, so that's right. So I think comment count should do. And we go post comment count is equal to comment count, post save, and return redirect root post.show with the ID, ID is equal to ID. All right, so now that should do it. So basically it redirects to view show here with the ID. So that's what it's doing. So it can process the information. So if we go back to our page, and if we go back here, refresh the page, I think one of these should say 7 now. There you go. We have 7 right there. So now that we have that up, now we're just going to hide all this because we don't actually want to see the form and the numbers anymore. So if we go style here, style, display. No, I'm just doing really crude CSS. I'm not trying to make this into some nice form. I just want you guys to see the functionality. That's pretty much the point of these tutorials. So display none. I think that's it. So if we go back to our page, refresh, we don't see anything. And if we go back here, we have 8 posts. So if you see here, we have 7. Oops, we have 7. We have 7 posts here. I can't select that. And then if we go refresh, and then we go back here, refresh, it turns to 8. All right, so let's try another one. Let's go to our second. This is post number 2. Object. Okay, so that's, whoops. Always giving me an error for some reason. All right, so refresh the page. Refresh the page again. Oops, it's 1. Now let's refresh the page again. So now it should be 2. All right, there you go, 2. So there you have it. That's how we calculate based on the most number of comments. Now that we have it in a database, we can actually pull it and display our posts depending on the most commented post. Yeah, I'm just getting confused with the words here. So there we have it. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to actually make our home page show the comments based on the most number of commented posts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I want you guys to have a wonderful day.